Hello everyone, Savage here. How are you all doing? So, as you notice, I'm kind of speaking quietly. It's because I'm supposed to be in bed right now. So I was at a friend's house, and we weren't gonna head home until late. I think we headed out about like 9:15ish. So we're like, you know what, pretty tired. Let's go and grab some coffee. And I'm like, okay, well we should go to this gas station because they have really good coffee. And I don't consider myself a coffee connoisseur or anything. I don't even usually like coffee, but that's one of the only places that I found coffee that I like that I'll actually drink. I don't know what it is. Just plain coffee for me is just I can't stand it. So yeah, we ended up stopping there, and we ended up as we're walking inside, the guy is operating on the coffee machine. The front panel's open. They've got all the packets out and stuff. And I was a little bit concerned. I'm like, oh great, we're not gonna be able to get any coffee. And he's like, oh, what's that? You want some coffee? It's like, yeah, sure. So he just slams the door shut. It's like, okay. So I ended up getting my cup of coffee, and I filled it right to the brim. I put the lid on, and as I put the lid on, it all squeezed out the top, and there was fizz everywhere. And then my other friend who was there, she ended up just completely overflowing her cup, because good job. And then my third friend ended up getting it perfectly, kind of. I'll explain in a second. So we all go and pay for it. I'm like, oh, cool, I got a gift card. I can use this, right? So I put in, I'm like, hey, can I use this? Like, I've literally never done this before, so you can help me out here, right? And he's like, yeah, sure. And it's the same guy who was operating on the coffee machine. And I'm like sliding the card in, and it's not going through. And I slide the card the other way, and it's not going through. And I slide it again the other way. It's like a USB drive. And it finally went through. And actually, I pressed debit because I figured, it's a fixed amount on the card, and I've never done this before. And then it wanted to pin. I'm like, what the heck is this? So my friend's like, you press cancel, but there was no cancel option, and the guy was just looking really upset. He's like, would it just be easier to pay with cash? So I ended up just paying with cash. And after that, we left. And as we're heading out the door, my friend looks over at me. He's like, my cup is just water. And it turns out that was one of the coffees the guy was replacing, was the French vanilla cappuccino. So I ended up just pouring a bunch of water in his cup, and then like I think it dumped some powder in at the end, but it was mainly just water. He tried it anyways. It was crap. So we ended up going to the next gas station, and mind you, before that, my coffee was perfectly fine, and so was my other friends, but my main friend I went with, his coffee, and the one I wanted to show the most, his coffee was trash. So that was great. So anyways, he took us to another gas station, and I would say the name of the gas station, but to avoid controversy, I'm going to keep that out of the video. And he took us to gas station B, and he's like, this is the coffee I usually get. I can guarantee you it's better. And I couldn't really argue with him because he literally got, like, hot water in a cup. Like, I didn't pay that much money to get hot water in a cup. I have a stove. I'm not an imbecile. I know how to boil water, I swear. Also, another point, the coffee from the place I get it from is quite substantially cheaper than anywhere else. A small only costs 60 cents. And it's a decent sized cup. I got a medium cup, and that was about 70 or 80 cents. And I mean, look at it. It's pretty good sized cup. So, yeah, we ended up stopping at the next place, and he ended up ordering the coffee, and I tell you what, he's actually very good at pouring coffee. We walk up to the coffee machine, and he grabs 3 cups, slots them in, and just holds the button and fills it up to the exact level. And I mean, he must be experienced or something. It was good, and I was very impressed. Put that on my job resume. But we end up heading up to the counter, and he buys all the coffee. It was substantially more expensive. I don't know how much more it was, but he got the 24 ounce, so it was over $1 at least. So yeah, he ended up buying those. And as we're walking up there, I'm like, hey, they've got a candy sale. Oh yeah. So I ended up buying candy, and I looked at him. I'm like, hey, I get to use my debit card. And it's not a debit card at all. It's a Visa gift card that had $2.29 left on it. And I ended up walking up to the cashier, and I gave her this. I'm like, please forgive me. I've never used this card before. I guess that technically wasn't true, but so I ended up swiping the card, and I kind of look confused for a second. She kind of takes it from me. She's like, it would help if you swiped it the right way. And she was really nice about the whole thing. Thank you so much to the lady. If you end up watching this video or something, probably not, but thanks anyways. So yeah, she ends up swiping up the card, and I pressed the buttons, all the buttons I needed to. She helped me with the entire thing, and I walked away with 2 cups of coffee, a bag of Swedish Fish, and Sour Patch Kids. And it was a good night. And I headed home, and I got here, and my parents were asleep, and now here I am. So to finish off the video, I kind of had a fun idea. I still have both coffees on me. And it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm just down in coffee. So here we have coffee A, which is from my gas station favorite. And here we have coffee B that, oh, shoot. Ah, crap, that doesn't work. How am I supposed to cover it? I need tape. So here we have coffee brand A from gas station A, and here we have coffee B. Yes, I am so ghetto that I had to use zip strips and a piece of paper to cover the brand name. So I figured what I was going to do here, I'm going to do a quick taste test to see which one really is better. So, alright, I mean, I've had this one before, you saw it. Okay, it's pretty sweet, it's very Frenchy, very vanilla-y. It has a nice vanilla taste to it, it's kind of creamy, it's got a bit of sweetness, it's very sweet, actually. Probably gonna get cavities. But I haven't tried this coffee yet, the not Speedway coffee. So we're gonna give it a shot. It's hot, and it tastes exactly the same. I kid you not, it tastes exactly the same. Now this could be due to the fact that they come out with the same kind of machine, and they might use the same kind of powder or whatever for mixing it. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. Actually, I think this might be a little bit sweeter. No, it's exactly the same. Alright, so in summary, I failed at paying for things. We have 2 cups of coffee here that need to be drank before I go to bed. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I have a video to edit. So I will see you guys in the next video. Like if you liked the video, dislike it. If you disliked it, let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to recommend coffee to me, go ahead, I guess. Alright guys, anyways, I'll see you all later. Bye.